we'll be making a 3-tiered glass dessert tray. If you want to see how to make this, stay tuned.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Today, as my daughter said, I will be making a 3-tier glass dessert tray. I'm preparing for a baby shower. I'm going to be doing DIYs for most of the stuff for the baby shower, so I will be doing a few videos. I know I haven't recorded in a while, but as most of you know, I do have an autoimmune disease, so a lot of times I am not feeling well, so I don't record. And I rarely make anything when I'm not feeling well. I will be using these little glass dessert glasses for the feet of my dessert tray, and they came from the Dollar Tree. Everything that I am using I got from the Dollar Tree. So those, I got 4 of those for the feet of it. I got the largest glass that I will be using. I got the certificate frame from Dollar Tree, and I believe this is just an 8 by 10 frame, but for the sake of the video, and if anybody wants to use the same frames, this is the certificate of achievement frame. And I got a I believe this one is also an 8 by 10, but it does look a little bit smaller than this one, sir. But this one is the 4 by 6 frames, but I'm going to be using just the glass from here. So, but it does look a little bit smaller than the 8 by 10, well, than the certificate of achievement frame. So once I take them out, I will compare the glasses and see exactly how big they are. And then I got a 5 by 7 frame for the top. For the center, I found these cute little glasses in the floral section, these little vases. So I will be using these little vases in between the layers of glass, and to put inside of the vases so they're not just plain glass, I'm going to be using the decorative mesh. It is white, but it does have like some glitter, some cute little iridescent strips in there. So I'm going to stick that inside of the vases so they won't just be plain white. So give me a moment to get everything prepped, and I will be right back. I have removed all the glass from the picture frames. This is just the frame left. And I did check the sizes of the frames, and the certificate of achievement frame is a little larger than the other frame that I got. So if you're trying to do these size shells, then the certificate of achievement frame was a little bit larger than this one that I got with the 2 4 by 6 pictures in it. So these are what they look like compared to each other. It's a good little size smaller, so about 1 size down from the certificate of achievement frame. And then I have the smaller one that is going to go on top. I have already done one of my vases just to let you see what that looks like, and I'm going to do the other one on camera. And I just added a cute little bird in there just to give it a little bit of something besides just being a plain glass jar. And I did want to let you guys know the inspiration for my video did come from a fellow YouTuber over on D Lush Designs. So I did want to give her credit for that, and I will link her video in the comment section down below. So she does a lot of really good DIY videos over on her channel, and that's where my inspiration came from for this. I wanted to have a dessert tray, and I did see one that I wanted to purchase over on Amazon, but it was $20. So I was like, okay, I can go on YouTube and find some channels that have actually created something similar to that and try and do it myself at home. That way I'll have the design that I want and I can customize it. And so I did find her video, and it was very helpful. One thing that she did in her video that I will not be doing is she did sand down the edges of the glass so it wouldn't be so sharp. I will not be doing that in my video. I'm going to add on the bling wrap around the edges of my glass. So I'm going to cut this down to a single row and just glue it along the edge of the glass just to give it a little bit of extra decoration. So it'll just be one little small layer going all the way around the glass. So give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and glue my pieces to this bottom layer, the feet to it. And I'm just going to be using Gorilla Glue sticks in my glue gun. I have a bottle of E6000 somewhere, and that's what I would have usually used for this because I do want it to be permanent. But I could not find my E6000, and of course I do not want to go out to the store just to grab that. So I'm just going to use my glue gun and go ahead and glue the feet to the bottom. And this is why I would have preferred to use my 6000 because by the time you get all the way around this glass, it's already starting to dry. And so you really don't want to have that bulky glue stick around the bottom of it. And also it's really not trying to stick to the glass. So let me see. I may have to make that trip to get the E6000 because even with it being Gorilla Glue, it's really not trying to bond to the glass. Okay, so it did stick that time. So I'm going to go ahead and do this with the glue sticks, but it probably won't be a permanent thing. I'll probably take it apart after the event. Sorry about the baby. I will probably take it apart after the event and go ahead and use either the glass glue or the E6000 to permanently bond these to the glass. Yeah, this Gorilla Glue is actually holding it, but like I said, you don't want to actually see the glue on the glass, and also I want it to be permanent. So this is what it looks like right now. You can actually see the glue going around there, and that's what I don't want. So it's going to be covered for my event, so it's going to be fine, but I do want it to be a more permanent bond, and I don't want to be able to see that glue. And I have had a request. I did a diva wreath about a week ago, and I've had a request to recreate that on my channel because no one's done a video of it to show you how they've made it. So I will probably be filming that tomorrow, and I will upload it on my channel. sometime in the very near future. I'll try not to stay away for such a long period of time as I have been. But like I said, I do have a lot of days when I'm just really not feeling good at all, and on those days I really don't like to make anything or record the videos or anything because I'm really feeling bad. And I am going to just add a circle to the bottom of this. And I like the fact that you can't see the bottom of these. So it's going to be fine when I add the treats to it. I won't have to worry about this glue showing. Okay, so that is the first layer.
It's almost done. I can't. One more sprint.
And I'm going to put my camera down so that I can actually film me actually making this stuff. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Okay, so now you can see me actually working over here. That is my first layer. And I've already gotten glue on the other glass. So this layer is going to be up here. And I'm just trying to make sure that I see where I want to put it. I really wish I had my E6000 so I didn't have to do this over again, but it'll be okay. Okay, and that is in the center. Okay, so everything is secure with the Gorilla Glue sticks, but I'm not quite sure how long it will be that way. And this is my second vase. And I'm going to go ahead and add the mesh to that. And I didn't really measure how much I cut off. I just cut off a decent amount to make a roll with it and stick it down in there. And I added 3 pieces to the first one. And I'm going to add 3 pieces to the second one. And I'm going to be doing quite a bit of DIY stuff for this baby shower. This is actually going to be my brother's baby shower that I'm planning for him and his girlfriend. So I'm trying to make sure that I have them a really nice baby shower and also try and save them a little bit of money along the way. As much as I can DIY, I'm going to DIY. So hopefully you guys will be getting quite a few videos from me in the near future with these DIY things that I'm doing for their baby shower. Okay, so that was 2. And I just folded them together and I'm going to stick them down in there. And then I will stick the third one in there on top of these just to fill it in some. And I'm just rolling it up diagonally and sticking it down in there just to fill it in and make it look nice.
Guess I survived. Well, where is the sharpie? There it is.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down to the other one. Get another glue stick. Okay, so I am going to add my glue to the bottom of this. I need to take off the little bit that I had put on here because it got hard. So I'm just gonna get that off of here. And as you can see, it's actually sticking pretty good, the Gorilla Glue, so it may be fine, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much trouble I'm gonna have taking these back off of this glass. But, so it may be fine to just leave them on there. Okay, and put that right in the center of the other one. And I'm going to add another little bird. I also got these little birds from Dollar Tree in the floral section. This one I actually got from Hobby Lobby in their floral section, floral and wedding section. See if I can get it down in there. I do not have a helper. Contrary to what my daughter says, I do not have a helper. Okay, let me raise my camera up a little bit. And there is that bird in there. And this one has the little feathers and the little beads, so I'm just trying to get those down in there also so I can add the other layer of glass. Okay. And this top layer, I'm only going to be adding these. Sorry. I am only going to be adding the treats to this bottom layer and the middle layer. And then the top layer, I'm just going to add a ball bouquet, a rose ball. So or a bear because it's going to be the baby shower. So I may just add a teddy bear to the top just for decoration with some little flowers going around it. But I'm not quite sure if I'm going to take these layers off of here and do them over because, like I said, the Gorilla Glue is holding really nicely. Got a little bit of glue on my hand. You do? A little bit of glue. Okay, so as I was attempting to show you guys the finished product after I finished the layers, I dropped my phone and broke the layer that had the certificate glass in it. So I had to run out to the store and buy a new one. And I found that this store actually had this 11 by 14 frame that I wanted originally. So what I decided to do is go ahead and make a 4-tier instead of a 3-tier. So I'll be using this as my bottom tier instead of the certificate glass. So give me a moment and I am going to get this out the frame and go ahead and reassemble my base with the feet and everything, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have glued the feet back to the bottom of, this is the 11 by 14, and I have added the feet to it, and I did get another vase to go in between these layers. So, and for this layer, I could not find the white birds like I added to the other layers. So I went ahead and got a gold one. Okay, and like I said, these have the feathers, so I have to try and get the feathers down in there first. And then put the little bird in there. Okay, so he's down in there. Trying to make sure that people can see him. Okay, so I'm going to glue this vase down, and then I'm going to add the certificate glass. And I did change the glue that I was using, so I am now using super glue instead of the glue gun. And this bonds almost immediately. And I think I might add one more leg under here just for stability, because the glass does feel a little flexible in the middle and I don't want it to fall through, so I might add one more glass under this bottom layer. Running down a little bit. Okay, so that is what it looks like so far. Okay, so these are the remaining two tiers from my last video, my last recording, before I broke them. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue these down to the previous layer. And like I said, just using super glue. What did I do? How did I do this? Okay. And I made these a little bit crooked, so I'm just going to turn it a little bit. And I'll add some more glue under there. see.
Hello.
The super glue dries really quick. Okay, so this is the shelf. So I'm trying to get an angle so you guys can see it. From the bottom up to the top. Give it to me. Alright, try not to drop the phone again, but that's up to the top layer. Hi guys, I am back for the third take of this video. I went ahead and got my E6000 to go ahead and redo everything. So I am now putting everything down with the E6000. I already secured the legs and the center parts with the E6000, and now I'm just adding the bling wrap to it. And I'm adding that with the E6000 as well. So I'm going to be adding the 4 rows of bling wrap, 4 rows, all the way around each piece of glass. So this is the bottom row, and you can see the legs on the base that I attached with the E6000. And then I'm working on the second row now, and I have 4 rows going up. So this is the second row that I'm working on now.
Actually glue it.
So I'm just attaching this, going all the way around the plate, well, the glass, sorry. And I'm burning those little strings that are left sticking out on the ends, just so that it's not looking so frizzy on the ends. Today, I am going to be using these little glass dessert cups from the Dollar Tree, and all of my ingredients are from Dollar Tree, but I'm going to be using these as the feet for my dessert tray. So I will be using these little dessert cups that I got from the Dollar Tree, Cooking Concepts dessert cups. And I will be using those as the little bit of glue. But this is, I'm going to raise the camera back up. Oh, I broke it.